Okay, everybody logged on to Mentimeter? Yes? Okay, excellent. So I'm going to start with question 1. So which tables deliberated question 1? Put your hand up, please. Yes? Excellent. So one person, you're going to dedicate one person to input your responses on behalf of the table. Only the tables that discuss question 1 at this point, please. But everybody is logged on because we're going to vote afterwards, okay? So please input. It should populate immediately.
How can INFFs facilitate scaled-up investment to support this?
That's what it is, yes.
Okay. Building capacity and ability finance, like team
Yes,
bonds,
yes,
coordination between actors connecting local and national.
yes. That's good. Very good. And the third one, three we have, right? Okay. You already. How we do now? At once or just separately? Separate would be better. Can you do separate?
Seriously?
Yeah. You can copy if you want.
But I don't. Yeah, but I don't have any. Yeah, that's
Okay, then maybe just one. Maybe we can divide the team. Okay. Okay. Three people. I will put to the second one if you can.
so the second one is
Please.
innovative finance.
Finance.
In parentheses, team bonds. Another question.
What?
Team bonds, like thematic bonds.
Innovative finance?
In parentheses.
I think you should submit, no? So that we have it.
Yeah.
So we can vote.
Green, blue, green was.
Exactly. I mean, you could put like coordination between actors, like connecting local and national.
I put that as number 2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm just submitting. So you can delete the.
No, I can't do anything really.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we're seeing some answers coming in. And I'm going to quickly go back because some people still have to log on. So just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. Yes, some people still needed to log on, so I went back to the QR code. Sorry.
Do we have to?
Okay, everybody good?
You can delete and then do again.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's still there.
It's still there.
So yeah.
Yannick, can we delete that one? Or stay?
It's okay though.
It's okay.
It's okay, we keep it.
Because people may vote. Because we have 1 to 3, 1, and just can we delete and then put a separate one?
I don't know. I don't think it's possible. The computer says no. So the question was, how can integrated national financing frameworks facilitate scaled up investment and support in the SDGs, in climate, and of course also in social sectors, so social action. At the country level, we have one suggestion is innovative financing with a particular reference to green and blue bonds. We have another contribution on strengthening the coordination between actors. So really focusing on bringing more players into the design and delivery of financing policies. That's something that came through also quite strongly, I think, in the last 2 days, including local and national actors, building capacity, raising the role or profile of the private sector, do we have any more responses? If not, the next step. Okay. I think I can already. Funktioniert das Voting schon?
What, do we have to vote now?
You have to submit now. turn into camera. Have to skip and then wait for it. Yeah. So it's sometimes.
Now everyone has a possibility to vote on the ideas that were tabled. So please take a moment. You get one vote. Please don't vote for your own idea. Somebody proposed this. Vote for the best idea. If you believe your own idea is the best ideas, of course, go with that one. Okay, the votes are coming in. But we have more people in the room. We have about 8 people. I see more than 8 people in this room. Keep voting. Okay, we have a first overview of the leaderboard here. So with 4 votes, are you still able to vote, by the way? No? Okay, we'll learn from this one and incorporate a longer voting process in the next round of questions. But I'm going to cut it here in the interest of time. Strengthening the coordination between actors was a popular response. From which table did this come? And can I ask if somebody at this table wants to say 1 or 2 sentences based on your discussions at the table, if you want to add anything to this?
Just a quick comment about the proposal here. It was related with we feel that the actors, multilateral, private, public actors, are not coordinated in the way to contribute all of them to scale up the investment and the resources coming to the countries. One, because probably we see each other as competitors, not as colleagues that can help, can contribute to the way to scale up the resources to the country. So that competition probably doesn't make sense for the purposes of the ecosystem. So probably strengthen the coordination between actors can help to scale up the investment. This is.
Thank you.
It's also based on the previous discussion around the local and national. So this is a whole society approach to financing, bridging between the national and local partners. So that's another angle of this proposal. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And in the interest of time, I'm going to keep moving it along. But first, a round of applause for tables 1 and 2 for their responses. So thanks you. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Question 2. Same exercise. The tables who responded or discussed question 2, I'm going to ask you to input your responses individually. So individual responses, so maybe 3 people from your table, please input your responses on the 3 top actionable items based on your discussion. So we had one person only has 1 response. That's something we just encountered in the previous question. So if 3 people can input the individual responses, that would be fantastic. So the question, just as a reminder, what role can INFFs play in enhancing the effectiveness of technical assistance and development cooperation, including collaboration among IFIs? Again, I think a common theme throughout the last 2 days. So I'm going to give a moment to respond before we start the voting. We have it's supposed to say channeling, not challenging. Because TA can be both challenging, as we all know, but it needs to be challenged to the channeled to the right places. Okay. So financial architecture, which includes an investment platform, financial project design process, financial innovation and impact assessment. So quite a concrete submission here. We have more transparency on technical assistance facilities to avoid duplication and overlap from IFIs and DC agencies. We have channeling technical assistance to national development banks to strengthen their capacity to deliver on national development financing. We have to create an enabling environment, for example, through adequate regulation and fiscal incentives, and we have monitoring effectiveness, coherence, and impact of technical assistance. There should be one more response, if I'm not mistaken, if there were 2 tables. You're done? Which one was the other table? Tables that deliberated over there? You have one more, okay. Okay, and one more response. INFFs can help make visible the overlapping strategies and to build synergies and how to leverage each one's expertise. Okay, next, voting. I'm going to give you a little bit more time to vote. Please, everybody look at your screens and vote. Okay, is there anyone who hasn't voted that would still like to vote? Because I'm gonna have to move along the process, so you have another 10 seconds to vote. Now's the time. Fantastic. Okay, and we have a leaderboard or popular responses in first place. Again, the question was to enhance, how can INFFs enhance effectiveness of technical assistance and collaboration with development cooperation partners as well as through existing IFI partners. So the first one was the specific proposal for financial architecture, which includes an investment platform, financial projects, design process, financial innovation, and impact assessment. Does the table who wrote this want to say a few words to this very concrete proposal? It's probably someone over here. No? Over here? Was it you, Nicola? That sounds like your idea. Okay.
Hello. I think that tired. Now it talked about a lot of the need for an integrated financial architecture and how we can use the INFF for this, including financial innovation, including investment accelerators, with the development of pipeline of bankable projects and facilities, how we can structure it all together with investment platforms as well, no? And how we can pilot financial instruments and regulations, and also using impact assessment frameworks to develop investment theses. For example, that's really important to develop the investment thesis before prioritizing investments. And the enabling conditions. So in general, technical assistance is essential to do the famous blended finance and to use the public resource, limited public resource, to leverage private investments and international investments. That's all from my side. Emmanuel, would you like to add here? Okay, yes, covered.
That's all. Thank you so much for that intervention. I know it's late in the day. It's I respect the commitment and the discussion. I think we're going to move to the last question because we have to wrap it up. So thank you again, and a big hand of applause for the two tables that discussed question 2. Last question. Question 3, same process. So what role can INFFs play in strengthening an FfD follow-up process, contributing to more inclusive financing policymaking at the country level? So we already have some ideas. Promoting government ownership, transparency and accountability around financing policies, involving parliaments that actually weren't mentioned so often in the last 2 days, civil society, private sector and INFF design and evaluation, institutional capacity building, and of course promoting public participation with a focus on vulnerable population communities in the policy design and review. Better linking INFFs and country platforms with examples of countries having a country platform, reorienting focus around impact and results, and communicating success better to engender stronger and sustained support. Are there any more responses incoming? I'll give you another 30 seconds, just in case. Okay, it doesn't look like it, so I'm going to start the voting. Oh, there actually is a last one. Strengthening resource mobilization at the country level, coordination, monitoring, and aggregating data. So please vote now.
Hello, hello, hello.
Yes.
Keep the votes coming. We have 10 votes. Let's try and beat the record, which is 14 votes. We need one more vote to reach the magical number 14. Excellent. Okay, so we have popular response, promoting government, again to the question how to strengthen the FfD follow-up process at the country level, promoting government ownership, transparency, accountability around financing policies, involving parliaments. In terms of oversight, we haven't discussed so much about oversight functions of parliaments and other external oversight functions, civil society in the private sector. We also have a popular response in terms of strengthening the resource mobilization at the country level, coordination and monitoring. So thank you so much. I'm going to wrap it up here. Again, a big hand of applause to all of you for being this patient and all of your commitment at the end of these long 2 days. With that, I will close this session. We actually landed just on time. And we have one more survey, although there will be no voting on this survey. So I'm going to hand over to Tim for this one.
Thanks, Yanis. So while you've all got your phones out, if we could have the next slide, please. We just would like to get some feedback, your thoughts from the last couple of days. So if you could scan the QR code and please do share with us what you thought, your reflections on the last couple of days, what's worked, what hasn't, and how we can improve this and keep the conversation going among this community in the future.